Hi, everybody. Welcome to our Upper Midwest holiday party. Check it all out. Say hi, everybody. This is your one time to make noise. Otherwise, they hear too much, so you gotta be quiet, okay, when other people are talking. So Jan Carlson, our president, will take it away and start our announcements here and some show and tell.
Good, good. Well, we're gonna start out with door prizes tonight. We're gonna do a sample of the door prizes. So this is what I've got. I've got a Lotus Beads gift certificate for $25. Suze has donated some wonderful pre-made kits. They're ready to bead. These are really fun. There's 2 of these. And then I have a Toho challenge mini kit. So this is to start things off. We're going to do those right now, and then the rest of them we'll do at the end of the meeting. Oh, and also for those of you that are online, just put your name into the chat and you will be entered for, we're going to have 2 Toho mini kits that will
reach really high.
Yeah, you absolutely can.
There's 2 Toho mini kits that we're reserving for the online members. So let's start with the Lotus gift certificate.
All right. So Grace is gonna draw a secret name out of our box for the Lotus gift certificate.
Susie. It's all good.
All right. So the next one is it's Sue's one of her ornaments, and she's already started it for you. So all you can do is bead on it, right?
Yep, there's a story. When beaders want me to do this, they want the thing stitched, so they can just do their bead embroidery on top of it. When quilters ask me to do that, don't touch it. Don't touch it myself. So there's a story. But beaders.
Very nice.
Yeah.
All
All right.
Get the first one.
Race.
Oh, that's great. Now we got another one.
See, that's so mean.
It is. Alright, there you go.
Fill it up with beads, Grace.
Yeah.
Sandra Rollers.
Oh, thank you. I'm so excited. I wanted that.
Okay, good. And now we have one of the Toho 2024 mini kits.
I don't have my names anymore. I have a collection of those.
Well, so your name's already drawn.
I know.
Exactly.
Lynn Olson.
All right, we are so excited. So yes, we have not forgotten about you virtually. So we will be drawing your name for the 2 different Toho challenge kits for all the virtual people. Put your name in the chat with your current address as well, because the shipping is included. We will mail it to you as well for free. So, and we'll be choosing at the end of the meeting because we know how so many people come and go. So now we have, I'll start show and tell. This is one of my wonderful necklaces I made. As far as my Toho, Starman, what do you call it? Trendsetter program. So when I was a trendsetter, and then this is the Compass Rose earrings. And that is a class I do currently teach on and off at Lotus Beads. So check it out. So who else would like show and tell? Anybody in our virtual gallery?
Yes, yes, yes.
Um,
Excited.
okay, anybody in our virtual gallery? Like to do show and tell? Do you want to raise your hand? Who's me? Oh, well, wait a minute. I was gonna do one more virtual. Any virtual? Okay, hold on. Who wants to do it? Anybody? Okay, Jan, hold on. Let me spotlight you. And can you unmute so we can hear what you say? It should be at the bottom left of your little screen, down by your audio. Okay, now, there you go.
So I'm making these beaded Christmas balls to go on the tree. And you can make them in all different colors. So I'm gonna give it one to all my family members.
Oh.
So it's like a ball topper.
It's a ball topper.
That is so cute.
So
It is
cute.
really
Oh my
cute,
God.
yeah. And it's really fun to do the colors.
Absolutely. I
Like
think
the
that
different colors.
around.
Like I could do this one on this.
That's so pretty. Super nice. Thank you.
Welcome.
All right.
I
All
love
right,
it.
now, hold on, we'll get to Anita here. Um, All right, there you go, Anita.
Okay. This is actually Jill Wiseman. It's a pattern from Parpuka, and I just finished it. I'm so excited. Pretty.
It's so pretty and it's three-dimensional. It's like a
Yes.
half-inch thick.
Yes,
Wow.
Wow.
I don't know if you can see, but there are
Yep, no, the camera's right there. You're good. Oh, there you go. Perfect. Those are the three old presses. Yeah, there you go.
so I'm excited. I finished it last night.
All right, now we got Becky.
Hi, I taught this class.
Can you hang up? I can assist you.
I just have different colors.
If you
There we
look at
go.
the monitor, it's easier, sweetie. This one over here.
Oh, okay. All right,
A little more to the left.
there we go. That's the blue.
Perfect.
This is a tricolor that I have a necklace already for, and so I did earrings. And then this one is copper and black. And it's super duos and drops and then 11s for the hanger. And then I did this ornament. It's Lisa Dooley's pattern. She taught it at retreat.
Yes.
And now then I did a second one in my own colors.
Very nice.
That is that pattern.
Hey,
that
is
really
there
well. I gave one to my
anybody else
sister.
virtually that wants to show and tell? Anybody, Paulette, Evelyn, anybody, nobody? All right. We'll go back to in person then. All right, who's next? Come on,
So
so you
I
can see the
brought-
monitor and then there's the camera, but you can see the monitor.
I brought the crown that I made for the 35th anniversary party. I didn't get to go, so I didn't get to wear it, and I brought it to show it off
Well,
today
put
and
it on-
pass it
let's
around.
stick it on your head, sweetie. Oh, I love it.
I took things out of my stash and made
I'm
it.
just gonna tilt it up. There we go.
Turn around so they.
Turn around, let's see the whole thing. That's so pretty.
Yeah, anything like this before. so
That's
it was
really
interesting.
nice. You did a great job.
Pass it around, and then Doris taught the class for the spiral icicles, and I made
They're really cute.
in kind of a pinkish color.
Yeah, are you gonna turn them into earrings instead of ornaments?
No,
They would be
they're gonna
really
be-
cute.
They're gonna be ornaments. I've been busy making ornaments. Lots of.
I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. Yay. Oh, yep, you can see in that monitor and here's the camera. There you go.
So I finished my Toho challenge.
That's so pretty.
I just finished it last week and I gotta take pictures to send it in, but it's hard to see the black, but the black is all,
It's so three-dimensional
Back.
textural with the
Yeah.
different shapes and textures of the beads and then the 4 holes, 3
and
holes.
it's a purse, so you can see that it's a clutch.
Nice job, Cheryl. Awesome.
Thank you, thank you. Thanks.
All right, come on. Ooh.
Oh. I'm not.
Well, here's the
done.
camera and then you can see in the thing. Now move this way a little more. There you go.
Okay, so this was a class, a 2-day class that I took at the Northrop King Building, and it's all hands sewn. Higher.
There you go.
All
Perfect.
hands sewn, and it's iroquois. So raised, yeah.
That's so pretty. Oh my gosh.
And then this one is a little ornament for our grandson who's 2. He's,
Oh, wait, a little more to the left. There you go.
so,
It's a pickle.
Yeah.
Is that only a Minnesota tradition?
well, his name is Dylan, so we call him Dilly Pickle.
I love it. Oh my god.
Those of you that know me know that I do all kinds of other stuff besides beading. And I was just in a porcelain class, and I don't know if you can.
There's one. We're trying to get it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna tilt
Yeah.
angle down on you here so that we don't tip all over the floor. There you go. Get closer. Look at those beautiful.
Wow, nice.
Oh my gosh. And they're three-dimensional.
They're
too.
three-dimensional, yeah.
Wow.
Yep. And fired.
That's so cool.
And I also have a couple announcements. I have earring kits for sale, Swarovski earring kits. And I'm also destashing all of my excess Swarovski stock. So I have 200 or 300 wholesale packages of Swarovski at below wholesale prices. And I still have room on my Czech tour that I'm leading, April 24th to May 8th. We spend 5 nights in Prague and 9 nights up at the Beach Factory.
Fun, fun, fun.
You should show your bracelet too.
Oh,
Yes, you have a really nice bracelet on.
This is
This little thing.
15-year-old bead and button pattern.
Yeah, I remember when that was out.
And this is one of the Mill Hill where you do the beads on the paper.
Super cute.
So I'm ready for the holiday.
You sure are.
My bracelet.
Yeah, come on, Grace.
So,
Here, we'll shorten it for you.
so I had made this, the day before, I had finished it the day before our anniversary party. And I haven't worn it yet. And I put on this top this morning and I went, oh, wait a second.
That's what
That
you
would,
mean.
that would match. So I wore it today.
Absolutely. I'd wear that every day. That's so pretty. We do want to thank everybody who donated to our fundraiser. It's been a really great success. There's just a couple items that didn't sell. And so I wanted to point them out to you just in case you still wanted to bid on them because they were so perfect. So we have some of the three-dimensional nativity set left. I don't know if you guys ever saw it. But the camel has sold. But we do have Mary and Joseph and the little manger. So the manger is $18. Otherwise, the people are $30 for the whole, and they're like 6-7 inches tall. And they're the whole kit, the seed beads and everything. And so they're part of the whole nativity set. So if you ever were thinking about just expanding your three-dimensional. Wait, this one is the one I didn't show yet, the shepherd, and he's got the little lamb. I mean, isn't that just so cute? And those sandals, I mean, look at the Birkenstocks, I tell you. So you could message on the thing, the messages chat if you are virtual or in the room, you can purchase them up there. Then we also do have a couple of the Kumihimo kits left, and I don't know if you saw how cool they were, but they have these really killer focals that are all different. And this one, I mean, it's just gorgeous. It's brass, it has a pearl, it's, you know, goes around, and it's the 8th strand where you have 2 of them have beads and the rest of them just have all the pretty cords. So I put together, this is an earth tone mix. So this one is like khaki and olive green. And of course, a couple different colors of the gold and a copper. So there's all different colors. It's a satin rat tail. And then it also has all the findings and everything. And so the Kumihimo kits are $40. So this other one is silver and has the pearl and everything. And then this one is all black and white and a couple shades of blue. Like this incredible denim, dark indigo, and then there's the light denim and a white and a black. And then of course you can't forget purple. Who doesn't love purple? And so this one is a little different shape. It's very swirly, modern, very almost Chanel. And that's a beautiful, that's the pendant. And then this is all purple, like a light lavender purple. And then the dark purple and the white. And then of course the galvanized Toho silver beads. Who doesn't love Toho silver beads? I do. And then the last one that's left, I think that's the one with the sparkly rhinestones. So yeah, that one has all the different crystals, and that's crystal golden shadow rhinestones in the middle of the metal pendant. And that one's another earth tone mix as well. And then we've got, yeah, 2 shades of gold and then the chocolate brown to go with that beautiful one. So if you wanted any of those, they're still last minute for sale, and they're all the whole setup for a 20-inch necklace, plus the clasps and everything. 23-inch necklace? There you go. Anita put them all together. And so is there anybody else on virtual that wants to show and tell that just showed up recently? Anybody want to show and tell? Megs, you want to show and tell? Linda, Paulette. Okay, Paulette, you spotlight.
Well,
Paulette.
I'll have to show this again when I totally finish it, but since we had Edgar Lopez recently in November as our guest speaker, I wanted to show you a necklace that I'm working on, if I can cover this one up. It's not quite finished because it's very elaborate, but this is. So it has all these components were beaded in this 3-dimensional piece.
So cool.
So right now I'm working on the connections that go around the neck. So it'll be like up here. And then it actually has 2 chains that will be beaded with other beaded things that go down in here. So that's where I'm at. So I will show it again when I get it done. But again,
Great progress.
yeah. Beautiful. I actually took the class because I wanted to learn how to do the 3-dimensional piece down here. So, but he teaches how to do, and it's a very different bezeling. He does very different bezeling than traditional bezeling. So anyway.
So you highly recommend the class, obviously.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody else virtually want to show and tell? We'll go back to in person then. Lisa? Anybody? More show and tell, or else we can start announcements. Everybody's so shocked. All of a sudden. I know, they were just boisterous a moment ago, and now you're asking to get up and say something, and.
Well, I've just been making candy and I brought some homemade caramels if anybody wants one.
Oh my God.
That's what I've been making. Yeah.
Yay. Come on,
I can.
come on. Yeah.
She's finished that right now.
Yeah, I literally just finished from the.
Yeah, so there's the camera and you can see in the monitor, so you can
Okay.
know where to put it.
All right, well, this is,
There you go, perfect. Oh, pretty. And so how many of those you're gonna make? Just a pair of earrings?
Just a pair of earrings. It's actually a Christmas gift for my mom. It actually is a Potomac beads kit that I got, and it's meant to be a ring, but I don't wear rings.
Nope, I like that.
So I I decided to turn it into a pair of earrings.
That's great.
It's beautiful, Mandy.
Thank you.
Anybody else in the group want to get up? So, yeah, you can show it. Eggs you got today. Yeah, and, oh, wait, you gotta show yourself. There's the camera and here's the monitor or the bigger monitor. But
Stand
there's the
straight.
camera.
Okay. Hi, everybody. My sister has always influenced me all my life. I've never eaten chicken because she told me not to eat chicken as a child. So she was at a thrift store and she found a garland made out of yo-yos. So I had to make one too, so. There, and I do have beads on it, so it does qualify as a bead project.
Yeah. Not sure. We're so excited and we hope you'll join us for our future upcoming Saturday Let's Be Live. Do you want to come tell us all about it? We have Lisa Krupp-Dooley. We're zooming next Saturday from 1 o'clock to about 3. And she's got a really fun, it's an earring ornament sort of component, so you can make all kinds of things about it. But we'll let her tell you more and more about it. But our Let's Be Lives, you know, are free for everyone. So if you have friends who are not part of the Bead Society, then you could, you know, encourage them to come along to some of our Saturday events. So come on, Lisa, tell them all about your project.
So these are the. Oh, in front of the bar. Front of the bar.
There you go. There
Okay.
you go. There you go.
Those are the earrings, but they're actually a component too. And you could use them on a small, like little Christmas tree, if you have one, or put them as a garland around a bigger Christmas tree. And they are called the Sunshine Earrings / components. And they use 2-hole wave beads. So it's a chance to create something with the different shape beads. And yeah, so I'll be this coming Saturday from 1 to 3.
And then you've got kits still on your thing?
I
or
do
we
have kits in my Etsy shop, and if you look on the UMBS website page, it has a link to my Etsy shop that you can purchase these, and you can purchase the wave beads and demis and all your beads that you need to make these. So that's it.
Bring kits.
I did, yeah. I have a couple left. So, yes. Okay, hope to see you there.
We're so darn excited. Anybody else? Otherwise, Jan, I'm officially, it is, isn't it? No other announcements?
No other announcements.
Don't be shy, come on over.
Hi, everybody. I'm Becky. I'm the membership person. Most of you that have been here more than a couple of years, your membership is due the end of the month. It used to be everybody's was due then, but we changed it so that it's now, if you join in February or March, you're up in March, but most people's are due the end of this month, and I wanted to remind people, and I will be sending out emails shortly.
Super duper. And remember, if you're not getting your emails or for some reason, double check with Becky that she's got your email correct. Because a lot of times we've been having one number or letter off and they're just not getting there.
Michelle, remind people to update their mailing address.
And so please update your mailing addresses also with our membership. Becky, everything is on our homepage, contact us of our website. So for membership issues, contact Becky and she will get everything unless you've got a question on your payment. And then that's Nanita, right?
Yes.
Okay, there you go. But we're so darn excited. You can click the easy PayPal link to renew your membership, easy peasy. And I also want to remind you that our Christmas tree project, the Festival of Trees, which is a conjunction project with Lotus Beads at the Mall of America. We want to thank everybody for donating the ornaments that are on the tree, and go in and see it. It is open now 7 days a week. Doesn't open till noon on Mondays and Tuesdays, but it is in the food court on the 3rd level on the east side of Mall of America, right by the offices. And there's 178 trees in there, and ours is all the way in the back right-hand corner next to the Hooters tree. So I think it's perfect placement. You can't miss it. We, I think, have the most expensive tree as well. It's worth $2,000 worth of stuff on the tree.
Oh my gosh.
With Lotus gift certificates and with all the different ornaments that everybody's made. And there's also a 1-year complimentary Upper Midwest Bead Society membership on there. So it's a $10 raffle to win that tree, and you go to our tree and put it in the box right in front of our tree if you want to enter to win all the ornaments and everything on the tree. Hundreds of dollars of gift certificates for Lotus and some classes and everything is on there. So,
And where does the money go?
the money goes to the community foundation that helps out at the Mall of America community. So it supports employees who have needs. It supports, extra benefits for different things if we've got issues or we need help for things, as all of us crazy people who work at the mall. So there's extra support. It does also help, some of the homeless maintenance and other projects that they are doing to try to help out the community that, is around the mall all the time. So it's a really fun project, and more information is in the post on our Facebook page and on our website. And so we're so excited. We really have our wonderful Suze Klumb with us here tonight, doing something completely different that we have not done yet. And this is a great Japanese technique. So I'm of course enthused with anything Japanese. But she's got all kinds of wonderful stuff for the class. Plus she brought her own crafts that she is an artist with. So we'll have her tell you all about that instead of me, because she's much better. So let's give a round of applause for her.
I love ya. I just gotta love ya. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab one more thing and then I'll sit down and kind of do a show and tell so you can see it on the board.
Rochelle, when is the next in-person meeting?
We're discussing that. It might be February or March.
Before we get to our project, we need to switch this.
Oh, yes,
camera
ma'am.
down.
I'm sorry, my technical, whoops.
Okay, right at my boobs. There we go.
Sorry.
They do, they're quite impressive, I must say. Yeah, okay. So basically, this is for, and hello to our online. This is about, my background is in textiles, and I think most of you guys here have, I've kind of talked about that. So because we're in this digital era, we can now make original art, and then we can scan it and have it printed digitally by a third-party source. So my third-party source, or maybe second-party source is called Printify, Print on Demand. And within it, you can have this printed on t-shirts, on fabrics, spoon flowers for this. And so that's what I actually ordered. Let's see, this is a larger pouch, but under BrigEvansDesign.com, you'll see all the creations I put out for marketing and sales. Then, because we are so into beading, here we go. It's a simple software app called Bead Tool, and you can subscribe to it. But I put my picture of a digital, which is probably from around here, shrunk it and put it into a bead pattern. And then, because I wanted charms for the purses, then I've got the square. So let's look at, this would be this kit, okay? So you can just get this kit. So I'm giving you a little sales here, girls. So this is just the pansy. And maybe I've sold just my little boutique things before with the beading. But now if you get the upsell, you get the stuff to make the backer, the charm, to make the purse charm with all the hardware. So that's what you're going to need to make this. And then this connects to I've got bags and all of that. So I'm just going to show you quickly the patterns. I chose 6 patterns, the pansy, the bird you've seen. Whoops, let's go. Which way is better, you guys?
Yeah, that way.
That way? And then this one's called the kaleidoscope. Yeah, that's a lot of color. This one's the biggest seller.
It's so pretty.
Yeah, it's magnolia, but it has hardly any color. I don't know what these people are doing, but anyway, they like a little more subtle. And then this is very popular, the rooster. And whoops, I'll go this way. So I just wanted to show you some of the fun things here at the bead meeting. I just brought the samples so they can, if they want to, buy it off the stand. And I was thinking about Christmas gifts. This is a journal. Again, you can have anything printed. And I want to encourage you, any of you guys that maybe you're doodling, maybe you're doing something with pencil, maybe you like watercolor. If you can get it where you can scan it, you can print it. You can have wallpaper if you want it.
So cool.
It's so cool.
Or you can take a picture of your beadwork.
Yeah,
And
you
then pull that
You
up.
could, so I'm just.
So
gonna
what's the
get this-
website again that you use? for
Brig,
printing?
well, my site is brigevansdesign.com, but if you want to do something like, oopsie, look at that, I'm flopping them all over.
I
Like
could use.
spoon flower, we'll do fabric.
Okay.
Okay,
And I've done spoon flower. We had a speaker a number of years ago that recommended them.
I love it. And within spoon flower, they'll put it into a multi-home furnishing product. Like you can do duvet covers, you can do curtains, you can do pillows, you can do tablecloths, table runners, napkins, and then
Fabric.
along all the fabric. And I've got a duvet because I wanted to see, okay, how does this stuff really hold up? It's 4 years old and I've been using it, wash it, throw it
That's
in the
great.
dryer.
Your colors are so vibrant.
They're bright. I tend to like color. So I'm going to be right back. I'm just going to put this away. And then we're going to get into Sashiko. So have you heard of Sashiko, girls?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't know I liked, I knew I liked fabric, but I didn't know I was going to like stitching on it. So Sashiko, and I have a book over here. Let's do it this way. I've got directions. So girls, I have directions. Here's a book that I would recommend getting. It shows very simple patterns. They do a lot with the indigo, of course, the dyed fabric. Basically, bead embroidery can be melded into this. Tonight, this is a very simple pattern. Sashiko is poor man's patches. Older than 1600. Because they used it in patching, they would put fabric over fabric, and Sashiko tends to be on denim, on a heavy poplin, and that's because of the patches for the clothing. And they don't have a lot of this in museums before the 1600s because it all wore out. It's fabric, it wore out. But like anybody that's doing patches, there must have been an artist in the family because they started doing some designing. Then the patches became very popular regarding who, I'm sure an emperor or something saw it and wanted his stuff done. And it just grew from there. So now we use it for a lot of embellishing. Fabric embellishing is really what it has now become, more so than the use of patching. So girls, I've got this up here. And any questions, you guys, just speak up. I have no problem with being interrupted because I do it all the time to others. And now, the kind of the joke of this was when I showed this, Rochelle asked me, you want to do a Christmas thing? Oh yeah, I'll think of something, you know me. Yeah. So meanwhile, I was teaching a class at the Faribault Arts Center on Sashiko, and I thought, oh, I'm going to do a little pillow. So I put it together and I really liked it. And our fabric we're using for this is, and I got it on Greg Evans, let's see, no, we put it on glassgardenbeads.com under, just search UMBS. And this is free. You get free patterns. So I want you to use this because this is really cool for little table runners. And couldn't you guys see a little bead work in here? I mean, I could just, you know, it's limitless. So for tonight, we're doing a 4x4, which will eventually go down to close to a 3x3 little softie. But when we first did it, this wasn't on. That it was just a plain cloth. All my directions were done with the back side being plain cloth. But here I am presenting it to the Bead Society, and it was kind of a joke that I threw out there. I go, you guys, my project is stitching, but it doesn't have beads in it. And you should have seen everybody look at me. It was like the pregnant pause. So I thought, you know, I wonder if we could do something. So I went home and I created a little poinsettia to try to match the colors here. And so the directions now have the bead word chart with it. So it's kind of a 2-in-1, and I hope you enjoy it. So tonight, you guys, we're going to start out with a 4x4 square, and I've already drawn the grid on here. But in your directions, you'll see, where do you put the large cross and where do you put the small cross? This is a 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch graph that I actually printed, or not printed, drew, literally, drew with the dog in my lap. And it's in 1-inch increments, so you can see that the large squares take a 1-inch square. Do you see that, girls? So when you start this, I'm going to grab a needle here. When you start this, the directions show you to start on the big squares. And you want to do your big squares, or at least I'm setting up the directions that way, in one color. Or not squares, little crosses, big crosses and little crosses. And the little crosses will be in another color, and your floating thread to give you this will be in the 3rd color. So while you're kind of getting that together, I want to stop and say, are there questions? Do you have, I've got everything here. I've got needles. I've got, I brought the fluff. And I've got embroidery floss. And somebody asked right away, how much embroidery floss? I use about 1 yard and I still have a little extra. So you'll do your crosses with 1 yard. You'll do your little crosses with 1 yard. We'll probably be using for the floater more than that, but I would not want to handle more than 1 yard when you float it. It gets knotted up and you've got all of that. And meanwhile, if you're here, wax the end of your embroidery floss. We're using 6-ply. I just took some little church candles that we, use for Christmas Eve that they throw away, and I grab them. And I also put this in the batik pot. Nice. And just make sure the end of your embroidery floss is nice and stiff, so you can pinch it and put it through the eye of the needle. Yep.
Which pattern are we following? There's one that has 3 rows of crosses and one that has 4 rows of crosses.
We're gonna end up, you know what, because I made the fabric bigger, this was my first drawing, and I didn't correct it, but I gave you a bigger fabric. We're gonna do 4, if you can. It doesn't really matter if you've got a smaller piece, but let's fill the whole thing up and do 4.
So the top is where the big crosses
cross.
are 3, and then the little, it's not that way, it's this
Yes,
way.
and you
Okay.
could do it either way, but I'm gonna show you, we're gonna start where the crosses are, whoops, let's get it over here, where the crosses are on top.
Perfect. Yeah, it looks
No.
good in the other TV.
Okay, and any question, ladies, from at home? from the virtual? Do you have any questions?
Jan's been answering them so far.
Oh, good, Jan, thank you. Oh, I gotta tell you, Jan and Rochelle are wonderful when you have a panic attack. I sat there and I'm so true to form, didn't read my email, didn't see that I missed telling you that maybe we might need supplies. And I did a few up, but I'm going, whoa. Nobody, a friend of mine called me, or texted me, she said, do all I need is a needle? I go, God, no. And so Jan quickly got the email out last night, but I have enough. I knew I was gonna bring fabric, but I thought, okay, so I got my stash of embroidery floss and I want you to use it. I've got my needles if you need some over here, directions. So don't be shy, please. I didn't do kits, but I thought later that would have been a good idea. But meanwhile, here we go.
I have one more question.
Yes.
So the grid that's on the fabric, does that wash out or do you cover it up or is it gonna show?
Well, I've got the one that I have here does show a little bit, but you can soak it.
Okay,
However, don't put the fluff in that. Take the fluff home with you
Yeah.
if you want to do a soaking.
the
Okay.
stuffing.
Yeah, the stuffing. I call it fluff D. I like fluff.
So do you use the whole on your days?
No, but you can. And you beaters, you are so used to little stuff. This should be like really good, easy to do. People that are used to big yardage, this is hard for them.
I got this.
So, okay, I want to just get you going. I don't know how far everybody's at. Let's see here. I want to show you on this guy. So when you start, it's like anything else, draw, do a knot. Start from the back, and it's very similar. What we're going to do here is this 1/4 inch that goes around the whole thing is going to be your seam for when we start stitching the front and the back. And the back I've got up here just as in the fabric that I brought for samples. This is a linen cotton, and this is from Spoonflower. This is what they print a lot of their tea towels on. So I'm going to show you, like, if you've got your big crosses on and your little, and you see where we're going here. Let's go. Very much like cross stitch. I'm coming up from the back side. Yes, grid side is considered the right side. And I don't know if virtually you heard, but Doris asked me if the blue or the pencil will wash out. Yes, it will, but don't put the fluff or the stuffing in. You'll probably wash this before you stuff it, but we can get as far as you want tonight where we still put right and back together. Now, regarding the bead pattern, I had this all put together before I ever put the bead pattern on, or the beads on, and I did the beads peyote square afterwards, and I tried to match the peyote beads. They're size 8 that I used. So it's a bigger, but you could do 11s. That'd be petite and pretty. Or do your own pattern maybe that you like in the back. I was desperate, you guys. I went home and probably the next night had it done because I was figuring, well, we got to add beads to this. It's sacrilege. Just like what Diane said tonight with her little garland, that she had a bead in there, so it was considered legit. Okay, so you're going to find that if it's a tighter weave, you're going to do some yanking here. So sometimes if your thumb and your finger, look at, I'm really pulling here. Grab one of our tools and pull it. But I'm going to show you this a little bit. And then come straight down. And we are not cutting the thread after each cross. We are literally moving that needle right over to the next cross. Okay, remind you of cross stitch, you guys? Yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna finish up, we're gonna do all the red crosses or whatever color you chose. Now Grace, of course, chose purple and green. Or what did you choose, Grace? Purple and
Blue, yellow, and teal.
blue, yellow, teal. So it could be pretty, whatever you want.
I'm starting with orange because that's my favorite. Matches my hair.
And you know what? This, I like stitching. It's really relaxing. Who is our bead embroidery person that got my, one of my fabric pieces over here?
Sandra.
Where did she go?
She's in the restroom.
Oh, we missed, oh, when she comes back, I'm gonna talk to her. Cause she does some wonderful bead embroidery, as you all do.
She really does. We have a lot of talented people in our group, and it's just so amazing, all the different things that I see your work do, so you should do more show and tell, you know, show it off more.
Yes,
The kits that you were demoing, are those on your regular website? The first with
the purses, though, all the kits are on Brig Evans Design.
Oh.
I've now separated Brig Evans from Glass Garden Beads. I had them together, and now they got, Brig Evans is actually picking up, which I'm delighted about. Brig Evans is a family name, my mom's side. There was a Briggs and there was an Evans, Welsh and English. And in college, we had to do a company name. That was mine. And I never did anything with it until 2 years ago. I forgot to tell my accountant. So yeah,
They loved it.
yeah, he had to do another little quick, like delay, whatever they do.
Well, isn't it like under the LLC, you have this business,
Well, I
or
think
this
they
name?
put
this
it under,
business.
yeah, it's LLC, but I think he put it under some of the personal, and John said, yeah, that's another loss, so there we go. But anyway, this is what you see, and they're the same. The thing that you're gonna see is there is a complete box in between. Okay?
I did it right then.
Yep, and when you do the littles, the same thing you're gonna do. Now with the littles, this is tricky. We're not going from the full box, which is, oh, that's actually a 1/2 inch, wouldn't it be? It's a 1/2 inch square. With the littles, it's gonna be a 1/4 inch square, because we're gonna go right in the middle. Let's get up here. See how little they are? You're using half the line. That's tricky.
To get them even the
Yeah.
whole way, yeah.
So some people will actually do dots there. I've seen dots being done. So between the littles, you're gonna have, and it does show here, unfortunately, yellow doesn't print much. You're gonna have 1, 2, 1, 2, and then a half, a half. Judy, you wanna see?
Yeah, I'm just looking.
Yeah, no,
Oops, I'm
I'll
sorry.
get out of the way, so then.
So the little will come down, you're in 1 1/2. In, and then you'll start your little
But we
square.
should do the big ones first in one color and
Yeah.
then switch threads to
Switch
do the
over.
other, okay.
Now but you gotta still look at this as a square. It's still your 1/2 inch square. And then you make a little, and then you skip a 1/2 inch square and you do another. So you're still looking at it as a grid.
Yeah. You're just going halfway in the
Yeah.
square for the little.
So how far are we? Anybody wanna float the thread yet? Are you guys working at it on the, with the virtual, or are you working with me, or? Any questions?
You can unmute and talk if you want.
How you doing out there? Good?
I printed the pattern, so I'm familiar with the process, so I'm excited to make.
But aren't you supposed to have more
Yeah.
squares here? and here and here
I'll
and
tell you
here,
what,
or no?
you can decide to make a smaller one.
Yeah, I'm
Not smaller. Are you? Okay,
Oh.
that's fine.
So then this should be
So you still-
outside still.
I would still draw a line where you want the pen to be. So
Which is gonna be, well, you have this line.
I would go here and so.
Down.
Yeah, so that. We could actually. put that.
Because you're gonna go right to that edge, right?
Yep, that's where you're stitching.
It's supposed to be better to cut it down because
So don't cut this off because you're stitching here, so you're just one line.
it's hard to tell on this what you're doing as far as if you're
I'm gonna-
tacking that.
Nope, I'll show you next. Okay, I did a finish. I did a finish.
Oh, boy. He definitely made me feel.
This one I'm gonna cut. So we've got our two, I'm just talking, this group turned wild over here. Anybody ready to do the float? I'm just gonna start, but I'll be here for you. Okay, you'll see on your directions, which I'm gonna turn around. Miss Becky?
I'm gonna watch.
Okay. We did this, okay? And because we had 4-inch squares, you can actually do one more row. Because I changed my mind after being with the meeting with this group that maybe we should go bigger. And then we're gonna add the bead thing in the back, so I made it bigger. So then on this sheet, that's why this has to be in person because I changed too much. We are going to come up and we're gonna float a thread going across, all right? So it shows that I'm bringing my thread, my needle up right here. So if this is the top, that's where my floater needle is going to come out of, and that's my third color. So basically count down 1, 2, 3 squares and 1 in on your left side. Make sense? But you're gonna come from the back to the front. Yeah. you
Okay,
got
is
it.
that one in or is this one in?
You go 1 in from the side, the actual edge.
Okay,
Does that help you?
yep, that's what I wanted.
Grace, you ready? You're gonna pretend you have a yellow thread. You're gonna go right there.
And then I'm going up to here.
Yep, you're gonna go up to this one, right there. Just wait, you wanna get it coming out the right way, though, right here. That one square right there.
Like
Oh,
at the tip of it or
1,
in
2,
between?
5, right down in that cross section.
At the edge?
Yep, right there, right there. Pull your thread up. Okay, I'm pulling my thread out, got the knot in. So this is called the floater thread, and once you get it, you're gonna see how cool this is. All right, you can use the point of your needle, and what we're looking at is we're looking at the top of the cross of the little cross. We're going up the top, and I'm going underneath it. Now, you can do point out. In all the Sashiko I see, they like to do the head. So it's not so sticky, so you're not grabbing a thread under there. So I'm gonna take the head through just like that. And I'm just gonna go slow, because you don't want, and all we're doing is we're catching the top of the yellow cross. Now, the next thing I'm doing, and I'm gonna go across from, let's see, it'd be, what is it, left to right? Yeah, left to right. Or is it right to left? You guys, this left to right. Okay, now I'm going on the bottom of the big cross. And I'm just gonna pull it down. See that?
So since I didn't have a yellow cross over here, when I go back to here.
You wanna come up to here. You wanna come up to, yeah, go back here, Grace. Just take that one out. You wanna go from here to here.
Oh, okay, because
Okay.
I didn't have the yellow one, okay.
Now we're gonna go through the little cross top in. again, we're gonna follow this through. This is gonna be our pattern. We're gonna do horizontal lines all the way across. So it's bottom, top, bottom, top.
Just like zipping your peyote together.
Exactly. There's a lot of things here. Okay. It's quiet. Does that mean you're getting it or that you've just gone under the table? Okay. So once I get all the way across, it's like, what do you do next? Well, I'm gonna go. I want to come up to see where I came out here. Well, I want to end like a picture. So I'm gonna bring it through. I'm gonna show, I've got Grace right next to me. So Grace, when you come to the end, see where that came out?
Uh-huh.
You want that to go in
The same
right
spot.
there, I think.
Oh,
How many?
up that high? No, you had me
No,
down here.
down here.
Right?
Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna go down to the next row, but the next row is, we're gonna come out the small cross. But since we kind of want the zigzag. Are the directions even helping? I'm wondering.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Are very, very straightforward.
Okay, see now, look at, we're kind of doing a diamond. I'm gonna go from the bottom of the little cross and I'm going to go through the top of the big cross. So it's kind of, I heard somebody say it's weird. So we go up and down, so you'll see a diamond come into play here. See that? And then we're gonna bring it down. And I will be here. Let's say you're still working on your crosses and you want to finish up. Once you get this is very easy to finish up. We're going to do all horizontal. And then you know what we're going to do? We're going to turn it and we're still going to go horizontal. And that's where the crisscross comes in.
I love it.
Oh.
Patience, Rita, patience.
Can you go under what you've already done or over or what?
Patience.
Okay, let's go. We have somebody's very good here and is ahead of us. Okay,
I'm not.
See where she is?
okay.
Oh.
Oh, you did perfect.
No, but how do I start the other side?
Okay,
Here, let's show
let's
you.
show. We're gonna show.
Let's show you on the one that's there.
See, this is from one of our group.
It's
And-
Rita.
Oh, I like this thread. Okay, so you still, if you want to, you can finish this, but what we're gonna do is consider this. We're gonna go this way. So I turned it.
Yeah.
We're gonna go through the top of the first red cross.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna go to the bottom of the teeny,
Yeah.
but you are on top of the two threads.
On top, you go over the two threads.
Two threads, yep, you're
Okay.
gonna go over.
Okay, that's what I needed to know.
Over the green and under the yellow.
Ah,
Yep.
okay, green and under the yellow.
Yep, and then over the green.
Okay, got it. That's what I wanted to know.
So,
Because.
and believe me,
Well.
I had to do some ripping out. Cause you know, you just have to get a visual, just like beading. You have to see, what does that mean? And I want to show you, look at, this is what the back will look like. It's supposed to look like that. Nobody sees it. Okay, now, when a person is getting done, you just see where it was over here. We want the needle to go into the fabric, so it kind of gives it an upward. See how it's going up? Even though it's not spread out, it's still making that thread pull up. And I'm gonna get it into place and then I'm gonna let Rita do the rest. Okay, I'm gonna come down here. So if you look at it, I'm putting the thread in the line above it. And so I'm also putting my needle below it. So we're kind of doing the exact opposite on the lower side. And now you're going to go, you're gonna pull it so you don't have anything. Now you're gonna go bottom of the red. I gotta see how this goes. This. Yeah, top of the yellow. I think so.
Bottom of the red, top of the
I'm
yellow.
gonna do it here and make sure.
Yes.
Well, what I said is gotta see if I'm really right. Okay. Yeah.
Picture.
What did my picture say? Okay. So the second row coming back, yeah, it's actually the top of the cross.
What's your sample look like?
I gotta look at what my
Picture, just
directions
turn it
are.
over.
I got it here. Oh, I finished it up here. Finished it down here, go through there. But it
Where
goes,
are
it
you on
goes
the
too,
sample?
it goes too flat. Oh, I don't know where I am there. That one I did before I did this.
That was before she wrote it.
Yeah. I don't like
Oh my
how
God,
this is
I'm
coming. Now we need to go, based on how my thread is, we need to go here.
I'm glad I'm sitting close.
According to this, so we're coming back and we're doing bottom of the cross, which is right, top of the cross. Oh, it's more straight, it's not quite, okay, then we're gonna do the top of the cross.
Bottom, top.
Yeah,
Okay, that makes sense.
but it's also, but when you do it that way, do you see how it's going straight across? I'm not sure. I like more of a angle.
Maybe it depends on how your crosses were to begin with.
Nope, it's proper. It's correct this way, because you have to, what you're gonna see is kind of like you're making part of a flower net.
That makes sense.
Am I coming up in the right spot there?
Yep, perfect.
Okay.
It is okay.
It's starting to look like that.
Right.
Yeah, what we're getting at, what threw me off is we had such a nice angle going here,
Uh-huh.
and then this one kind of went flat. See that?
Gotcha. Yeah, it
And then
does.
it went down,
Yeah.
up, down, so it took a while to get the momentum. But you know what you're seeing? You're seeing this part. You're seeing that star part. What we want to see is the big lotus flower. And that's coming. All right, now I'm gonna put this down through here and I'm gonna give it back to Rita and figure it out.
So, yeah, it's helpful.
Yeah, well, I had to look at it quite a bit. So the instructions are correct.
Okay.
We verified that, girls.
That's a good thing.
Yes.
Much trouble if some of my, before I start again, instead of having all of the, all of the crosses with the top one on the outside.
Oh.
What is the question?
The thread path.
The thread path?
So all.
We
of
had a
these
question.
ones So all, yeah, like all of the horizontals underneath the cross. Does it have to be that way?
Does it matter which one is over, under?
It does in the fact that when you look at this, when I'm gonna turn this around, you guys. Okay. We are always tucking in, so the crosses are always on top. Does that make sense?
But so like this,
Doesn't answer my.
no, the question is, see, on mine, this first one, the horizontal is over the vertical and
Oh,
these, the
that
vertical is over.
It doesn't matter.
under.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
We're.
Shelley has a question. Okay, good, because I realized I
Yeah,
kept doing
and I-
it both different ways.
I tend to be a little more, well, after I said that, this isn't the same, so, yeah, it doesn't matter. What matters is that you tuck under the cross.
Okay.
The question that came up, and I want to tell you guys that's on, our virtual, it's like some of the girls are putting their thread on, you know, like when they made their cross.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes this thread was on top and then the next one, sometimes it was on the bottom.
Right.
It doesn't matter.
Okay,
It
good.
doesn't matter. These are the points that matter. Girls, am I gonna see any show and tells here or how are you doing?
Anybody over there getting close to your zigzag? You want to show us where you're doing? Oh my gosh, come show us. Look at that fabulous bird. That's amazing. Come on over to the
Oh, yeah, she's got yours on a loop.
I gotta go the other way.
Oh.
I got the first.
You did great, Becky.
camera.
Yeah,
Looks very good.
now look at Rita's for turning it. Diane over there, how are you doing? Okay, I'm just pulling this through. So that was my very first horizontal, so we'll just keep working. And I gotta go through here. I'm gonna be coming up here.
So I'm not doing it on the outside, right?
Yeah, you want to,
Oh, but I don't do it here.
you can. You wanna just leave it like that?
No,
It's
not
fine, it
necessarily.
actually will be fine. Because now, if you're
It's
gonna
gonna
turn,
get stitched.
yep, and now if you turn it, we've gotta figure out, we're gonna go through the cross. So you're gonna wanna have it come out of here, interlock. Go in, interlock, go in, because we're pretending the cross is there. Go in, interlock, come out. And then you'll turn this one.
Just like that.
Yeah. Sorry, I was answering a question. Okay, my virtual girls, you're not talking to me. How is this going out there? We don't want to forget you. We know you're there. So glad to have you, at least looking.
How are you guys doing? If you want to unmute and ask questions or say anything, feel free.
I'm just watching the stitching.
Are you gonna try it, do you think, or is this something?
Not tonight. I got on late, but maybe in the future, but it's fun to watch it.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm gonna try it. I'm familiar with it since I used to be a quilter, so this is really a bet.
I love the handwork. You could do this on some of your quilt squares.
Oh, yeah. I think it's very pretty, and I love like the fact that you did the little beaded part that you can put on the back too. That's kind of
I
cute.
liked it too, and you know what? It gave it some, kind of some weight. So when you do hang it on a little tree or you give it as an ornament. I'm gonna show you some other things. This is kind of what we're doing tonight. Okay. Look at the colors you can do. Now, this is kind of a heavier weight. It's got a little bit of a rayon. It's more upholstery weight. But I thought this is, to me, a very, you know how mid-century modern is in now?
Oh, absolutely.
This is even a little square like that in a frame. I mean, adds a really nice touch as a people. Here's one that I did with stilts, 3 colors, more than avocado, russet. But now notice in this one, I don't have little crosses. They're all big crosses.
Oh, yeah. So it wouldn't matter. You
No,
could do
it,
either.
and that's what I found in the Sashiko book. This was my original. And do you know, I did a class and what they wanted to do is to mount this on a fabric with a pattern. So they had all the colors in the pattern, but this was turned and mounted on a frame with a fabric pattern in the back. It's really cool. So.
And Sue's looking through the Sashiko book. It reminds me very much of a lot of my friends that do embroidery are doing what they call black work.
Oh, I'm not familiar. Black work.
Black work, it's basically a white fabric with black thread. In this case, it's a dark
It's a
fabric
dark
with white thread.
Exactly.
And
And
the patterns are the same.
I start my thing, I go from right there and then through
Through there.
and then
up.
the green, then the
Yep.
orange.
Yep.
Okay,
So it's
So, but-
bottom of the orange, top of
but
the
that's
green.
my current
Yep.
starting
Yep.
spot. Okay, so I'm starting a new one. I'm a little slow and I was technical. So
Where the
this-
needle is over here.
The needle's right there. Okay, so then.
You can make up a new
There,
pattern.
there. I can do it.
Is it
pretty?
And look what you're seeing. You're seeing sharp stars, and then if you squint your eyes, you've got the big lotus.
Okay, I see it now.
Yeah. Becky,
I
you
love
done?
how the shift
No, I
happened.
have, I have the one direction and I don't know where to start the other
Okay.
one.
Starting is, you just have to keep looking at it, Becky, because it is hard. Like, that's what I was looking at with Rita's. Okay, so we started over here.
Yep.
So now we're going to turn this, all right? And we are going to put it right
Here
above-
and go these ways.
Yeah,
Okay, I just wasn't sure where to start.
but you're gonna go here. You're gonna go here. Remember how it kind of goes straight line
Oh, you
now?
don't go through this one?
Not, yeah, you can. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I missed it.
Okay.
Let's go out here further. I missed it. So I'm glad you picked up on that. We're right here.
Okay.
Now you're
I
gonna
got
go
it.
here.
I
But
just
you're gonna
wasn't sure.
find out this line is a little straighter and it threw me off.
Okay.
Okay, so think in terms of, this is not there, now we're gonna go straight.
Yeah. I got it. I just wasn't sure where to start.
And here I wanted to show you, this is random.
Yeah.
This is just
Oh,
random where I did I still grid. Stitching on the grid was something unusual to me. And then I pretended like the screen wasn't there.
it's really
And
good.
then I went back to pretending like it's wherever I put the knots, the French knots. Then I went through those. So it's kind of fun. And I'm doing, there's a whole other thing. I'm gonna throw out her name. Her name is Judy.
Tape it in the chat.
I'm just throwing out a name if you wanna Facebook her. She does, is it improvisational stitching? It's very much similar to slow stitch, a lot like Sashiko. Improvisational, yeah, stitching. Judy Perez. And I can send you the link. There's a lot of Judy Perez's, but she's with Sashiko.
Easy.
Yeah, and you'll find her under stitching. She is phenomenal. But it won't be stitching on a grid. It's gonna be doing a design and using your thread like paint.
Nice.
And it's so cool, the way she does that. And she does it on black fabric.
Fabric as well as with.
Right, and you can do so much, you can even do applique with this. Remember Cantha stitching, the straight embroidery stitch, inline embroidery stitch? It's very much like that. This is more precise because it's on a grid. Well, I'm glad to see we got some done. And you know what? You can actually watch TV if, once you get it set up. You might have to do some pulling if you've kind of doing a lot of threads. And you'll notice in Sashiko, not everything there looks like it's on a grid, like they'll have circles or not everything is, you know, right angle where this is up and down, up and down.
Break and give away some more.
Yeah, we can do.
Yes.
Yeah, do that.
All right, we're gonna take you can continue beading, but we're gonna also give out some more door prizes right now. So once again, reminding anybody that arrived late virtually, you can still enter to win the Toho Challenge, and by putting your name and make sure your current mailing address in the comment section, and then we'll enter your name in the drawing for the Toho Challenge, and shipping is included in that too. You win that for free too. And then also,
Okay, let's start with, oops,
big box. Oh, here's the big box.
no, we're gonna do,
Oh, for the.
this is the online.
For the online people, so has anybody online not, done it yet? So here, let me,
I think I've got everybody that has put it in.
yeah,
so-
I'm just gonna remove the spotlight so we can see everybody there. So everybody who we. And so we're gonna choose here.
Yeah, dig around in it because they're kind of thick. Good job.
All right, hold on one moment, we're gonna just switch camera. That way you can see us. All right, the winner is Jan Lowe.
Okay,
Yay, Jan! Yay!
and we'll get that sent out to her. That's one.
We will get that sent out to you.
One,
Okay.
and then let's do another online.
All right, we got
no,
another
oh, no.
online one here. Oh, I got my eyes closed. I can't see. We're all mixing it all up. All right. Kelly Mark.
Okay,
Kelly, you won. Kelly. Yay!
okay.
All right. So those are our two online challenge winners. Woohoo! We're so excited. All right.
And now we have a Lotus gift card, $25.
Have a draw. What happened if I draw my draw? It's okay, Grace threw herself. You know you're not looking.
It's me.
Okay, now we have a Jack Barber bead. One of the last few with a very pretty, large. Your color even.
Hey, that's totally my color. I love Jeff's bead.
Okay, we'll do another Toho kit.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
We are new person.
Yay!
She just left. I'll see her Saturday.
Okay. give us-
Okay,
yeah.
perfect. Super.
She's gonna join our B group on Saturday.
Now, let's do, these are 3 Jack Barber beads. They're very pretty, 3 different colors, very nice.
You. You're so nice.
All right,
Okay, sorry.
now we're done, so there's gotta be somebody else, right?
Julie.
Wow.
Okay, another one.
Tracy.
Crazy.
Come there, you are, Rebecca. Yay!
Each of these was, they've got the same blue color, but these are a little different, so they're really fun kits.
Diane Reese.
There you go.
Diane. Okay, let's do a Lotus gift card now.
All right, this one's for a Lotus gift card.
Becky.
And then we have one last Toho mini kit.
Oops, I got two. Let me try them. Sue Swanson.
Ah, okay, and is that it?
That's it.
Woo-hoo!
We did it.
Yeah, we're gonna do the necklace now. We're gonna put the necklace. It's just a raffle. This is not-
Last chance. I don't want to take it.
Handmade necklace by our speaker, Jamie Cloud. Again.
Oh, wow.
Handmaking these, and so it's a $5 raffle, of course, the money goes to Upper Business Society, or 520. Anybody wants, or 520. So we're going to choose the winner. Why don't you just pull a random person to choose?
You'll pick it.
I didn't have to. There you go. And then I can't possibly.
I'm sitting here
Since I'm doing it.
Rita. Rita.
Good deal.
Okay, and then
Oh,
we
yours
also,
is good.
okay, then we also have 3 more things from, remember. So that would be the big box. So why don't you hand it to one of these folks to draw? And so we've got a ornament starter. These are one of Sue's Klumb's ornament starter bases.
Sonia.
And then you just beat on it.
Sonia.
Okay, and now I have another piece.
Andrea.
All right, now we have one more ornament bead base already started, so Andrea gets to choose, so she just won, so you get to choose the next two.
And the name is, if I get it open, Nicole.
All right, and then the last one, we have the whole darn kit for the ornament. All the pieces, cards, all the beads, all the whole thing, one complete whole thing.
This one.
Shelley Sue Sloan.
Yay.
I would just say,
Oh, yeah.
Yay.
Rochelle?
Yes, ma'am.
Ladies in taught this class. And she's from Central Wisconsin. She's part of one of the tribes over there in Wisconsin. And I've taken a couple classes.
Yeah.
It's easy.
Or
You have lots of people left, and somebody needs to take them home.
And so,
Stay at my.
well, the other option is, I mean,
Or a program.
so that's what we're trying to figure out is workshops. You know, or, you know, like a Monday and Saturday, or, you know, we have options, so that's where we would love to get in on all these things. It depends, because, I mean, if it's an in-person meeting here, we get a lot. Like that kind of thing, but if it's a 2-day program like this, where this costs a whole different thing, then that's where sometimes, you know, having like, one of the days is at the retreat, or having a 2-day workshop, 1 day here, and having it 2 weeks later, the second week, or something, but.
She has, stuff looking for, but that's why.
Because Wednesday might be better. It's here. Yeah, that would be better.
And it's really hard on the leather, so you're gonna be, you just wanna do basically.
Yeah, that.
No, that's a great idea. I think people really,
Yeah, and I.
No, we saw, but pass around.
No, do you want questions? Or does it sound? In front of the game? Solve those things.
Yeah, but like I said, today with me, so that was.
How's everybody at home doing on your projects? Do you wanna hold them up and see? I've got my project. Not very far, cause I got a little distracted. Ooh, look at your project. Let me spotlight you.
It looks good, Rochelle.
Wow.
Oh,
That's really pretty.
Evelyn. Gorgeous.
That's really nice, Evelyn.
Bye.
Hi, Paula. Let's spotlight you. How are you doing?
I know Evelyn. Evelyn's from the Cabo group.
Nice. Woo-hoo. Has anybody else got done their projects? How are you doing, Teresa? Have you been beading along with us?
Not tonight. Like I said, I joined late, but I've been watching. It's been fun watching.
It really is a lot of fun. I kind of like the mindless stitching, without having to count beads, so.
Well, I love how you shift your eyes to see the star or to see the lotus, like how it switches back and forth.
Yeah, I'm really excited to finish now that I've gotten started.
Yours looks good.
I'm distracted. Well, orange, purple, and green are my favorite colors. So that's why I totally, who doesn't like orange, purple, and green? I know it's not very Japanese though. And so.
Upstairs, the library closes at 8. So if you need to rescue your car.
Or you can walk around, somebody could give you a ride. I don't know which side of the library you parked on. Yeah, so if you walk through, the library closes at 8, so have to drive you around or walk around. Or if you wanna get your car and drive around to the lower parking lot, you have half an hour to do it.
Yeah. Rochelle, how soon do you want the Coco 25 project back? Okay.
So what if they
Because
use the
they're-
other?
I put in. And Mary went away on vacation, came back in quite in time, and but where are they? And I made them, and they turned out wrong. So we sent it back, we destroyed it, and it's sent to color, it's like a turquoise Apollo gold, so it looks like a bat.
Oh, yeah.
One of them. All right, okay, here, let me change the thing so then we can see we have a whole new finished one. And I'm gonna spotlight it. I know, I am very anti-normal. Look at this beautiful, how she did it.
That's
That
gorgeous.
is so pretty. And you did it on a smaller grid.
I did.
And it's a beautiful, like, you can see the sparkly gold fabric.
Yeah, thank you.
I just absolutely love that. And so this is just a half size of this one.
I just had a ruler that had skinny, whatever.
Right, but like as far as scale, do you think it's like?
Not quite half, maybe 2/3.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's really pretty. Love. Anybody else want to show us?
I do. Oh, you do.
What do you think?
Jelly?
Yeah.
Did you see this? She's got little ones all the way around. So have you got? This is. I'm excited with that. Yeah.
So you say,
Oh, on that part, yeah.
yeah, it's fun.
All the way around. So the little ones, I added the little ones on the edge. Yeah, I know.
I think.
I just tried.
So there's no rules on this, like, or less rules than I thought. I know my things are too long. I was gonna use how to do.
I know, it's like.
I didn't feel like you had. I have my show. Oh, yay. Okay, here, put it right here. Ooh, I love it. You did yours so pretty. And then you
So
did the.
this is a needle minder, so it has magnets, so that you can put it to put your needle in bunny. And then it's got the.
And you just glued the needle mind the magnet to the backing or?
Yes, yeah, they come with, like stickers already, and that will stay on.
I love how you did it on the diagonal though, so it looked like a diamond instead of a square. Nice.
Yeah, that's cool.
So, you drew a grid on your thing too, or no?
I drew a grid, you can see it. I have to-
Oh, I see.
I like the way that they. This is done.
Okay, and so this one is a normal ring,
Yeah.
and so that's in cylinders, so it plays totally different.
And with kids,
Well, you do, and I have really lost a lot of needles, so that's.
Yeah, I know, it's just, I go.
I do have one of my keyboards is magnetic.
Oh, that's really nice.
So I only one out of the 9 I went with, so, you know, I mean, come on.
Yeah, I have a. But this is more fun.
Especially when you travel, you need to have, you don't always bring your nice beadboard traveling with you.
This is the one I bring.
That's so
Including my
cool.
light.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think that whole outside, it was over somewhere. Anybody else have one that you want to show the rest of the folks how it's going? Or Sue, do you have any last? More. No, you've been showing stuff about different things.
Did you see the one that you did one?
That's what I just showed everybody, and she put all the way around.
I know.
No, I just showed it to everybody. Yes, so.
Okay, I'm gonna look for the thread now that somebody needs a stitch.
Yeah, otherwise I can give them whatever you need.
I'm gonna see if I brought it. Otherwise, find them on me.
You want thread? Otherwise, I have the whole color together. You got gray. Okay, perfect. There's. Okay. All right, we're just about to get to the beading part. She's just gonna grab some stuff and then we'll be right here. So much fun. We're having too much fun.
Yeah.
I do so much of this. I know it's not to say that this stuff. You know, it's like. Yeah, like the way from here, from both so far. I know, for this house. Getting organized. I think this. I go first. Breaking that to her, that was really, I mean, we just. But I joined on Saturday. Yeah. For some reason, I like the water, so that's why I know I can lay on that. Yeah. So like, and I see that young. Yeah. So I'm definitely watching shots on like. Yeah, yeah. It's. I really don't make anymore. I should put it on there, but. I say. So we have a big tree. I have little kids to call my kids. I have my grandchildren. One. So this side. Under the yellow. Over the green, under the yellow, over the green, under the yellow. Over the green, under the yellow. Remember, there's cookies, there's beverages, don't get dehydrated. Oh, yeah, and it's just cookies, like, you only got one in the room. Yeah, my kids are just, they don't allow. You know, deal with it.
Does anybody else wanna look at the swamp? Yeah. Otherwise I'm gonna pack up.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna send her an email. Okay. I'll make sure she comes. I'm sure she could love it on it.
I don't.
Oh, yeah.
No,
I like that a lot.
Yeah, they're on the table.
Yeah, in a bag.
I just. Yeah, you know, whatever. Well, because it was. I read the wrong. You can still use it. I am using it. But, yeah, I'm gonna have to, you know, yeah. And then when you go on here, another solution. It's like, see where I will tell you to do a half inch, no, it's a quarter inch. Oh. The other ones I do are half inch, no, you want a quarter inch.
For the hemming or is that, okay.
I understand.
Okay. That's,
I would have announced that now.
okay.
Make it stuffing. Okay. But thank you so much. Well, now that I'm doing this, yeah. I want to do some birds, not Sashiko, but just some birds out of, and you just read. Yeah. Would you want to say something to the folks? I do. Okay, so hi, everybody. I hope you're beating. We've got here once again, our fearless leader. Well, you know what? See your stuff, your face. 1 second, we're just closing the meeting, okay? Okay.
You have, where am I? Am I on the face?
No, you're on your
Okay,
hands.
okay. Hi, everybody. I want to tell you, as I'm walking around the room, you guys are doing great. You saw the Beth, that is the overachiever. She should be the teacher here that did 1/8. And you saw how pretty that was. And it just shows if you go smaller, you can get so much detailing. And I went, you know, large of a home. But I want to bring you into on, section 10, number 10, it says, when you're putting your fabric together, to just hand stitch around it, it says a half inch, edge. No. We did everything on a quarter inch, so I'm gonna apologize right off the bat. It's a quarter inch that we're doing. So you don't have to, you know, go into your design at all. So when you do your quarter inch, you're going to literally stitch. Regular thread, we've got, Rochelle let me use some of her G thread, is that it?
1G,
One G thread. You can use higher line, guys. But what I really want you to remember is this, fabric that you're using is considered a medium weave or a loose weave. So you will want to get your corners reinforced. Because when you go to just put the stuffing in, we usually put a pencil or a scissor or whatever to push that, to make that corner work. You don't want to, rip the fabric after all of your time. So we're going to make sure when you do your corners, you go back and backstitch. Reinforce your corners, that's all I want to say. It took me a while to get that out. And then you are going to cut this way. See that? You are gonna cut those corners, because once you get it all stitched, you're gonna leave an opening about this much. You still do all your corners, leave an opening, turn it back. So the right sides are out. Use your, I don't know, knitting needles work really well. I sometimes will use the scissors like this and just kind of get in there and make my corners nice. They'll be more rounded. They're not perfect, but they'll be like that. But you want them to hold. I did use embroidery cloths here in shop, because when you use embroidery, I use three strands. So I must have been lazy. You can see that isn't a very clean stitch. But anyway, then you get your stuffing, put it in, and then you're gonna close this up. And then you're going to put, I used it on the, like a diamond. Didn't hang it like this, I used it like that. And that's what, I got my cross knit top, and I think whatever works for you. And then on the back, you can put your beading. I use size 8 beads. Now, when you saw Beth's piece that was on a 1/8 inch grid, she could use size 11 or 13. It doesn't matter, it's just something pretty. Maybe you've got a special flowers you like to put on, or maybe initials. That's another thing. Maybe this is a Christmas ornament 2024, and you want to just, put a family name back. So I certainly am grateful for this chance to talk to you. You can tell, you do your best to get it right, but there's still some errors here. The 4-inch square will give you 4 crosses across. So when you look at this, you'll see, well, how come some of it's 3? I did a big one. That's what happened. Oh, okay. I thought I corrected it enough. But this could be, somebody here is doing it in complex. It's really good. So, have fun with this. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I was make a meeting. I said, this is really inspiring to come here. Okay, thanks, Michelle.
So much fun. This has
Thank
been
you.
great. I'm so excited. And if you've got any questions, Venus, and then I'll be shipping you your free kits that you bought. And then Paulette, I'll be shipping you your stuff too from the fundraise. I guess. So. But thank you so much. We look forward to seeing you at Lisa's Saturday. Let's Be Live this Saturday at 1 o'clock on Zoom for Lisa's class, and all the different supply lists and Lisa's Etsy list and all that is on our website. So check it all out. The Zoom link will be coming soon. So thanks, guys, for joining us.
I'm waving too.
We're waving at you. Here you go. Everybody say goodbye to everybody online. Bye.
Thank you.
Michelle, thank you.